I've got to keep moving, moving, Lord, moving, moving, Lord. I'm a long way from where I've been, but I've got to keep moving until I move on. Yeah. Hey family, that song is from a play called Don't Bother Me, I Can't Cope. It's one of my mother's favorite plays. Me and my sister, we probably know about 70-75% of that. It's a great song. I guess great for truckers too, because we just got to keep on moving. It's really a religious song. Check it out. Don't bother me, I can't cope. Well, made me think I want to cook for my mother today. So today, this is for you, moms. Hi, my name is T. I am not a chef. Actually, I'm a truck driver. And I don't drive food trucks, I drive a semi. What I'm about to do is show you how to do what I do on my truck. Welcome to your favorite new food show, Big Taste in a Small Space with me, T. So I did about 2 cups of couscous and some salt. I used some white pepper, trick I learned from watching Asians cook to keep that clean look, doesn't have any speck of black on there. It's a thing. And I add about 2 cups of water, put it in the rice cooker, started on white rice, let it do its thing. And let me start on my lamb now. So we're gonna make some pistachio crusted lamb. First, we're going to take the pistachios, put it in our food processor, and, break it down a little bit. Get a nice little crumble on there. Then we're going to get our lamb out of our wonderfully vacuum sealed bag. Hey, this thing that Power XL actually did very well. I'm impressed. So for this, I'm just going to use a little salt, little black pepper, little paprika, smoked if you have it, some cumin, some garlic oil, and flip it over. Same thing. Salt, pepper, garlic oil, paprika, and cumin. Make sure you rub that on everything. Make sure it's all nice and seasoned, even on the edges, on the side, top to bottom, front to back. I'm going to make sure this is flavored properly. I put my cast iron skillet on extremely high, and when it was ready, I just drizzled a little bit of olive oil in there. And what you're going to want to do is to sear the meat on all sides. Make sure you get those sides. Side, top, bottom, front, back. Just leave it in there, hold it for a while, just get a little color on it. The more color you get on there, the more it's going to seal in the juices and the flavors of that meat. Yep. Each side, bottom, and definitely you're going to flip it over and get to that top side. We cooking now. Now you're going to take the meat out the pan, let it rest a little bit on the side, because we're going to coat that with a little bit of mustard all over this lovely piece of meat. Coat the front, the back, the sides. Don't do the bones. It's not necessary for you to coat the bones. And after you coat that meat, you're going to take your pistachios and you're going to spread it all over. Mustard is going to help the pistachios stick to this meat. Make sure that meat is covered lovely, beautifully with that pistachio mix. Then you're going to put that in the preheated oven. Oven should be 350. Stick that in there. It's ready to go. You're going to leave that piece of lamb in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes at 325, 350 degrees. It's going to be beautiful. Now I want to make my couscous into kind of a salad, so to keep it light and fresh, I cut up some vegetables, something light to go in the couscous. And because I know my mother loves seafood too, I figured I'd do a little something extra for her. Had some colossal shrimp and some bay scallops. Heat up a little non-stick, please use non-stick pan. Add some coconut oil, put my shrimp in. My skillet was on high. High. Yeah. Cooks a lot faster that way. And we don't want it to be turned into rubber, but we do want some color on that first side before we turn it over. I want everybody to turn over. And then you get some color on the second side. Shrimp, shrimp doesn't take very long to cook. 2 minutes aside, sometimes less, depending on how powerful your stove is. And after that, you're ready to take that out the pan. Wipe out your pan, keep the heat on high, put a little more coconut oil in the pan. And then you're gonna put your scallops. Oh yeah, that's the coconut oil. The thing melts so fast, it'll melt in the palm of your hand. It's very good for you. Better than olive oil, canola, definitely better than canola. But you're gonna put your scallops in, and you want to get a nice sear on those too. You want to do them separately because shrimp's gonna give off some liquid. The scallops definitely gonna get off some liquid. And if you leave the liquid in there, you'll be boiling your scallops instead of pan searing them. Scallops really only take about 90 seconds aside. So you're gonna flip them over. It should have some nice color on them. Remember, you want your pan to be screaming hot. So after about 90 seconds, you flip them over. See that lovely color you should have on them. And 90 seconds on the second side, they're about ready to come out the pan. So after about 90 seconds on the second side, you might go 2 minutes, but you want to check them. Flip them over, look at them, see if they also have that nice caramelization on the second side. If it looks good to you, like it looks good to me, hey, take them out the pan, put them next to the shrimp. We're almost ready to start plating this meal. Now, just for fun, because the pan is still hot, I put some asparagus in it. I did not season it, no salt, no pepper, no nothing, because the pan is already seasoned from the scallops and the shrimp, and I didn't even wipe out the oil. So just put that in there, let it get tossed up a little bit. Pan still on high. Got a vegetable now. Now after 30 minutes, you take your lamb out of the oven, when the oven dings or however your oven works. You sit it on the side, let it rest for about 10 minutes. That way when you cut into it, it's not gonna let all the juices run out and your lamb ends up dry and tasteless. Don't want that. And the time it takes you to mix the vegetables that you cut up into the couscous, put some lettuce in a bowl to make the couscous salad, plate it up, dinner's done. Now, my mother passed about 8 years ago on the 19th of January. Since it's coming up, I'm thinking about her. So, Momz, this is for you. I love you. Pistachio crusted lamb chops, some shrimp and scallops, little asparagus, couscous salad with some English cucumber, sweet peppers, celery, a little bit of dill. So, sometimes you just gotta cook for somebody you love, whether they're still here or not. What better way to show love than to share a meal with somebody?